I'm here today to give you a January flip through. My name's Kayanne, and I'm an artist by trade, but I journal as a hobby and plan by necessity, as I say. So I'm going to share with you just a flip through, and I thought this is my first year in the 5-year Hobonichi, and so I just real quick was going to show you, because I finished the first year in that, and I just was going to do a quick little flip. It's not very interesting because it's mostly writing, but I am so happy that I finally began this and look forward to what the next years hold and being able to look back on my days. So there's that. I'm off to a good start. In my Hobonichi, this cover holds my Hobonichi Cousin Avec, and I'm just going to show you probably mainly my weekly pages, because they're the most interesting. But here is the beginning of the year, and these are my very functional planning. They're scribbly, they're just whatever I need them to be, but I also love just embellishing with stickers and just kind of a play place too. So it just makes planning really fun. I've been trying to do more meal planning this year, and doing better so far. I started out the year sick, and just several things have happened, so my tracking has kind of fallen by the wayside for various reasons, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to just keep trying to do it. I haven't necessarily not done the things, I just haven't marked that I did them. So hopefully, I did a little bit there. Hopefully I'll get better at that though, so I'm not giving up on that yet. So I've used my printables from my own Patreon pages for these days and dates up here at the top. This is very chaotic, but you know, that's kind of how my weeks feel, so it seems appropriate. I just kind of stick things in as I go, and you know, it is what it is. I don't have a lot of plan, or I'm not about making it pretty or color coordinated or anything like that. Although I will have you note, this page is kind of color coordinated accidentally. But that's kind of how my weeks go. This is my current week that I'm working on, so it's not all filled in yet. So then my daily pages in this book are more business planning, so I can't really show you too much, but I use it as like taking notes, planning classes, keeping records of things, ideas, just all kinds of things like that. So this is a list of quotes, take notes, you know, whatever I need to do. And I am happy to have more place to do that with this system. So then I have a separate book that is my Hobonichi Day Free, also in the A5 size. And this one is my daily planner, or my daily journal, you know, more personal, fun place. So I use the monthly pages in this. This one does not have the weekly. The Day Free does not have the weekly section. But it does have the monthly pages, and I am using that as my everyday, just to jot down what I did that day, so that I can go back and refer to that as I do my pages. And then my daily pages begin here. I'm still working on my 2022 goals, but I kind of have those in place. I'm just, you know, working on fleshing this out a little bit more. My January goals, like I said, I started out the year sick, so that was, you know, here I have this habit tracker, and it's totally empty, but you know, that's okay. That's how things went that month, so that's all right. I'm not going to give up. I'll try again next month. But I did get my pages done. So here's my New Year's Day. I've got my cough drop label here. I have this for my Patreon sheets that got out, and a couple of my Patreon images in here, and my new dates. And I used the same date sheet for the entire month this time. Usually I kind of shift around and use different things each day, and I will be in February, but for January I was really excited about these dates. Oh, well, I take that back, because here's a different one. But I, for the most part, used my dates from my little, I think I called them office dates or something like that. This was our 40th anniversary. This was a photo of us way back in Christmas of 1981, just before we got married on January 2nd. But I was ill that day, so here's 40th anniversary. I really wanted to do something, you know, big and exciting, and we didn't do anything because I was sick. But well, that's okay. We'll celebrate later. I have, this is by Courtney Diaz. This is from Redbubble. I'll do it tomorrow, promise. Every day I kept feeling like, tomorrow I'll feel better. Tomorrow I'll feel better. But you know, it was a good couple weeks before I actually felt better. This was one of my doodle heads that I put in here. I was drinking lots of tea, so I put this tea in there. I did get this new little tiny or slim eraser. So that's the packaging for that I had ordered. Did this little illustration of me sitting in a tea cup as I was drinking lots of tea. I did do some office work. I kept, you know, I'm self-employed, so the work doesn't go away just because you don't feel good. And so I kept working, at least to get the minimum amount of things done. So I did that. This was the postcard that the sticker club, January sticker club, gets in with their stickers. And this is my little bundled up guy. I used it as a tip-in. I got this watercolor set here, and I kind of swatched out the colors. And this was from my highest tier, gets just, you know, like Happy Mail collage material, you know, physical collage materials and different things. And one of the things that they'd gotten this month was vintage book pages, and so I had used mine here, and this actually worked out perfect. And did a little journaling. This is an image from Toon Me. I don't remember where I got this popcorn from, but we watched a movie evidently and ate some popcorn. This also was in that highest tier and the maker tier on my Patreon. Another thing that they got was a flashcard. I just used mine as a tip-in because this was the 8th, and the card I happened to get was 8 plus 8, so I don't know, seemed to fit. And this tip-in is by Pocket Journal Pam. I got an order from Sticker Giant. Another one of my doodle heads in here. Did some collage work, takeout. A little bit boring day since I was not doing much extra. This is a verse from the Sunday sermon, and so I included that in there. I had these neat little cards that you open up and has a little saying in it. So I stuck one of those in there for this day. These are little Himawari date cards. Let's see. They come like this. Oops. Come like this, and you just, you know, peel them off as you use them. And so those are pretty neat. And so I've been enjoying using those. I don't use them all in the same place like among all my journals. You know, I use them somewhere, but they might be on my weekly pages, they might be in my daily pages, they could be in my sketchbook, you know. I just put them in different places. And I'm still used another packet of cough drops, more tea. Is one up from one of my new doodle head sticker sheets. That comes like this, and each individual little doodle head peels off. So I've been having fun using those. I also got a farm sheet. And a sheet of little houses. So if you've been my patron, you've probably seen some of these images before, but I just thought having them on little vinyl sticker sheets makes them really fun and handy to use. So I've been really enjoying those myself. As usual, I kind of make the things that I want to use. So going on here, this is another one of my stickers, and it's similar to a piece of art that I tried to finish that day. Got a prescription on this day. Worked in the studio. This was a past patron sheet. Don't drink the paint water. If you do any artwork, you know the hazard of that. Cleaned out the refrigerator. This I was feeling better, so I cleaned out the refrigerator, which I hadn't done for a couple weeks, and it was kind of bad. And sent out Etsy orders, you know, just kept plugging away trying to get some things done. This was National Sticker Day, and so I put this giant sticker on here to commemorate that. I need to make a bigger deal of that next year. It kind of flew by me this year. It was a son-in-law's birthday, and our first journal club meeting, and so I did some journaling then. It's also time to be applying to art shows, so I did some of that. We had we actually had 5 of our granddaughters spend the night from 2 different families, and so just talked a little bit about that. Our big girls had a school dance that night, so talked a little bit about them doing that, and then just the fun that we had with the 3 little girls. These are Tune Me app images again. And the next day was a baby shower for my daughter was due very soon, and she hadn't told us the gender, and we didn't expect to know the gender until the baby arrived, but she surprised us at the shower with a little gender reveal word search game, and so that was fun. A little tip in here. Well, this is my husband fixing French toast for all the girls, and he is quite the French toast, like he's known in the family for his French toast, so that was fun. Put a little tip in here of showing his beautiful French toast. This was table decorations at the shower. Sunday afternoons are usually my time to play in my journal, and just as a very relaxing time for me. And I usually film it, but it's just me time, and I really enjoy it, and it's very refreshing to me. No matter how busy I am, I try to take time for that. My husband, we have a shuttle bus that we're converting, we've been using for a couple years already as a camper, but we're still working on it. And he turned the bus door into a single door that we could lock, and so he worked on that this weekend. And we had some grandkids over again on this Monday night and played games with them. So we have that in there. I'm just feeling much better now and getting kind of my feet back under me. So back to cooking again, which is a good thing. I got this new little Hobonichi drawer pouch. I just stumbled across it at 50% off on Amazon, and this particular color was the cheapest color, which is interesting, but I'm using it to store my washi. I haven't really, I want to do like my most used washi tape in here, so so that it's handy. And so I haven't fully got that organized yet, but I'm working on it. And okay, why is the zipper sticking? There we go. But it's a very handy little size, and I had eyed these before, but they're, you know, kind of expensive. But by getting it 50% off and this color, it was not so bad. And also at the same time, I got this same color drawer, the large, I believe it's the large drawer pouch, and it has like little pockets to organize in here. And so this is what I'm using to put my cutouts in until I get them either used or sorted into their where they go. But anyway, this was the tag from the little washi tape one, and this is one of my characters from my January sheets. This was a little house from the new little sticker sheet here. This was just from something I'd gotten, I don't know, a while back, and just whenever I have little interesting things like this, I stick it in my little tip-in box. And I just stuck one of Pocket Journal Pam's images on here. And I wasn't wild about this pink journaling. I mean, I was glad I journaled, but I don't know, the color seemed a little jarring to me, so that's why I put this tip in there, and I'm happier with the look of the page that way. This also is by Pocket Journal Pam. This, I believe, is from a Breathe magazine. Not positive about that, but I think that's where it's from. Another Pocket Journal Pam. These are from some of my past Patreon sheets. This is by Loveland's Life. This little image is from Jamesburg. Oh, and I never did write on there. I'll have to go back and do that. And I had a workshop this day called A Touch of Whimsy, and this is the demo piece that I worked on during the workshop. These were just pictures of some workshop attendees and how that all turned out. I'm starting here to use, this is actually part of the February Patreon sheets. Some more of my little doodle head stickers. On Sunday, I talked a little bit about the sermon, and this is kind of like a rundown of that. I actually attended online church that day. And these are more words by Loveland's Life. I really like these, and they're the fact that they're segmented like that makes them really versatile. These date dots are some of mine, as is this. This was from a magazine that I made as a little tip-in. This is Sticky Club. This, I really like this little Monday Vibes sketch. I don't know, it just seemed like it really captured how I was feeling. Still struggling a little bit with how I'm feeling, so that's kind of continuing, but at least I'm safe to be around now. So another little tip in here from a magazine. This is a Year of the Tiger image. Oh, I did some here. I just talked about the Patreon sheets that I was working on for February. These are magazine cutouts. These are from Meatball and Company. This was a washi tape, and these are like these little, it's like on a roll, but they're like little kind of journal blocks type things, which I'm really enjoying. This was a big day in the studio. I love my little inner critic sticker. I actually need to use it a lot because it's got, I don't know if you can see, but he's got his little mouth taped shut. In fact, I've made it in a bigger version as well. Here. And, you know, I think most of us have trouble with our inner critic sometimes, and we just need to silence it and keep going. So I love this little sticker because it's just reminds me, do not let that inner critic have a voice. And then this is a piece of art that I finished this day, and so I'm plugging away. I'm starting, this is actually from February Patreon sheets. This I think was cut out of a magazine, as was this. Another one of my little doodle heads. This day is by Loveland's Life. And then on the 28th, this is actually from one of my February sheets. And this is from one of Pocket Journal Pam's February sheets. This is some PET tape from Job's Journal, and I really like it. I don't know, it's just, I love especially this film strip look. Here's another one of those little houses. This, my daughter graduated this day. It was actually an online graduation. We were going to have a party, but her daughter had COVID, so you know we had to call that off. But it still was, you know, a big day, a big moment. I worked in the studio otherwise that day. And then on the 30th, we finally went out to eat for our anniversary, celebrate our anniversary. And so I just talk a little bit about that, put a picture of my husband, a Tune Me version of a picture of my husband. I also talked a little bit about church and my journaling that I did that afternoon, and just, I don't know, a little bit about, you know, remembering and grateful. I use these little journal blocks to write a little bit about our 40 years. And then Monday the 31st, the last day in January, was very exciting because I had a new granddaughter born that day, and that was quite an adventure. Still had work to do that day, so I tried to, you know, get those done, but it was just, obviously the big excitement was having a new baby. So that's the month, and then I'm off to February. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at that with me, and how are your journals going? And hope you're off to a good start in 2022 as well. And just a reminder to not be too hard on yourself if you miss a day. I'm usually, you know, several days behind, but that's okay because I just enjoy having a big little catch-up session, you know, once a week or so to kind of catch up the pages I didn't do. So wish you all a good week, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.